stars of Bravo's hit show Flipping Out, Jenni Pulos. Thank you so much for coming here today.
Thanks for having me, Chloe.
All right, we have some exciting news to talk about. Your wedding on episode 8. First of all, how excited were you to just finally say I do to the love of your life?
Beyond thrilled. The wedding was beautiful. I'm so glad we did end up doing it in Chicago because it did take a lot more planning and stress, but it was all worth it in the end.
And it was a big Greek wedding.
It was.
And I'm half Greek, so I get that, the whole your heritage and things like that. Did you have to, did your husband know all along that he wanted a big Greek wedding too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Jeff gave me a hard time saying there's no guy that wants a big wedding, but you understand with the Greeks, we do it Greek style, like Gangnam style. We do it. We go big or go home.
Now, speaking of Jeff, there was a little drinking game he played at the wedding. You want to tell everybody about that?
Yes. Every time someone in my family or somebody giving a speech said God, you had to drink. So,
how did you feel about that?
You know, God is awesome. So whatever.
Continue the evening with some speeches here. This is my sister Kristen.
Jonathan and Jenni. My does God work in mysterious ways?
In the beginning, people were having a good time, and then came the speeches.
I'm happy to read you guys my wedding poem.
I've never seen speeches like that.
10 things you should know before you marry Jenni.
I'm cousin George, her oldest cousin.
We had a geometry final that we aced.
I mean, one after the other, after the other, after the other.
But you had some drama happen. Every bride's biggest fear is probably on their wedding day something going wrong, and for you, you had some things happen, one of which was the check that you were told was not going to be accepted for the venue.
Are you going to get the money to them?
I have to right now.
Because they're not going to pick up this lunch if you don't.
I had intended to pay the Radisson by check, and I got an email explaining that they don't take checks, that it was going to have to be a cashier's check or I was going to have to wire the money. So they were saying that we couldn't use the venue unless they had the money that day. I was freaked. I mean, it would have shut the whole thing down. And
how did you finally convince them to?
You know, I just prayed to God
Right.
a lot, and they came through. They were wonderful. But I was just fingers crossed. I mean, if it didn't, then we would have had to try to make it to the bank. It was Memorial Day weekend to get in the wire, and I just kind of thought of it and laughed because I thought, wow, this would just. I guess everybody would just go home. You know, I don't know.
At Jeff's house.
Not to mention, too, we were on the architectural boat tour. This is an inside tip that you don't see on the show.
Okay,
and I had really high heels on the boat, and they go underneath these bridges. No kidding, almost decapitated bride. So I guess it would have been a big fat Greek funeral,
no
you
one
know.
wants a dead bride on their wedding
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
But, something really cool about your ceremony was you had Zoila as one of your bridesmaids. Was there pressure, do you feel like, from Jeff, and since you've known her for so long, to have her, or is she really one of your best friends?
Oh, not at all. There was no pressure. Jeff was actually making jokes that she's too old, and she is one of my best friends. She's definitely walked me through so much. And
what do you think makes your connection so strong?
You know, we've been day in, day out together, much like Jeff, for many, many years, 11 years.
And he is not an easy guy to handle, so kudos to you, ladies.
Yeah.
We're here with one of the stars of Bravo's hit show, Flipping Out, Zoila Chavez. Thank you so much for coming here today.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm actually so excited to have you here. I was just talking to Jenni, and I want to talk to you about episode 8, where she gets married. First of all, what was it like going to Chicago for this big Greek wedding?
I go to Chicago, and I love Chicago, and for the wedding, and I have a different experience in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was it a good experience or a bad experience?
Good experience.
Okay, all right. Well, I love Chicago. Chi-Town is an awesome place. Now, you were one of Jenni's bridesmaids. Were you shocked when she asked you to be one?
When Jenni asked me about you want to be bridesmaid, I'm thinking about, are you sure? Because I'm not a young woman. And she said, doesn't matter, you can do it. And I say, yes. Oh my gosh, it's my dream. It's my dream.
So you were nervous. Now, do you think that Jeff acted like he was the bride on the wedding day?
He say something funny, but I say, I don't care, I gotta be. bridesmaid.
Right.
Yeah.
And now he had a drinking game where he was kept drinking and taking shots. Jenni was talking about that, about how every time she or someone in her family said the word God, he would drink. What do you think about that?
I'm thinking, I don't know what is the Jeffrey religion, but yeah, I saw every time somebody say God.
So it's just an excuse. It's an excuse for him to drink. Let's be honest.
This is a big excuse for drink because he likes drink.
Yeah, he loves to drink. Hollywood Life, we've teamed up with GLAAD, and so we're talking to people like Demi Lovato and different people actually that you're on the same campaign with.
Yes, Secret. And I actually wrote Bullies Aren't Cool in coordination with the Mean Stinks campaign, which Secret launched. And you can download it for free, so you can get it on Secret's website, my website, JenniPulos.com, or you can go to Facebook's /Mean Stinks. And it's a free download. I think it's so important to raise awareness for anti-bullying. And bullies aren't cool. Bullies don't rule on the street or at school.
Right.
So there you go.
Speaking of that, what you just did, you are a rapper.
I am.
You have an album coming out?
I do. I have a kids album coming out, and it's going to be the coolest kids rap album ever.
When does it come out?
And in the next month or so, we're just finishing it.
This will be like a great holiday buy, like a
It
stocking
will.
stuffer.
It absolutely will. And there's hits like Poo in the Potty, the ABC song, Brush Your Teeth, the Birthday Dance, Stay in the Zone, Get Off Your Cell Phone, and Hiccups,
Has
Be
Jeff
Nice to Your
ever
Doggy and
collaborated?
Kitty. No, Jeff does not.
He wouldn't sing a track.
Jeff doesn't love the rapping,
Maybe
but
we can get
that
him in
makes
the
me
studio
love it
on a
all the
future
more.
episode. All right, guys, so for more on what Jenni does, how can they find you on Twitter?
At Jenni Pulos.
And you guys can tune in every single Tuesday night at 10 p.m. on Bravo for more on Jenni and Flipping Out. So for all the latest news, gossip, style, beauty, and more, keep coming back to HollywoodLife.com. Bye.
Yasu, my Greek girl.